is the last clinic of 2019. It's December 31st, the last day of 2019. And so I just want to take a minute to kind of recap what we have done in 2019 and then look forward to what we're doing at the Eye Institute in 2020. But first, I did want to take a minute to thank all the staff and all the patients at the Eye Institute. They have just made 2019 an absolutely fantastic year. Anytime you can restore vision to thousands and thousands of patients in the course of the year, it's a great year. And we were able to do that this year. And so I just can only imagine how great 2020 is going to be. But just looking at 2019, a few things that we did. First, fortunately, I was fortunate enough to be able to implant the artificial iris. We just did that earlier this month, but that is not a widely done surgery, and so to be able to offer that to Rapid City and the surrounding states is just fantastic. We also did the Toric ICL this year. Dr. Spencer did that, and so that is something that helps restore vision to patients who are really nearsighted or have a lot of astigmatism. We may also start using that in keratoconus patients, but that was awesome to be able to offer that here as well. We've done many more research studies. We've got more glaucoma research studies with Dr. Jorgensen than we ever have, but we continue to increase the number of dry eye and anterior segment research studies. I know Dr. Abraham has a handful of retina research projects going on as well, and so that has helped make 2019 just an awesome year. We implanted that new Panoptix Multifocal lens, and so that has been a fantastic multifocal lens. I am using it much more than I ever did any other multifocal because the results with the patients has just been better. The quality of vision's better, and so I'm looking forward to that in 2020 as well. We also started the podcast here, See Better, Be Better podcast, and so that has been great to bring more information to the patients than ever before, and I will continue to do that this year with myself and all the partners at the Eye Institute, as well as the optometrists, and hopefully some of the local optometrists as well will be able to join me. So that has been awesome in 2019 and something that is just going to continue to grow in 2020. The other thing that I've been using quite a bit is the intraoperative wavefront measurement device, the Aura, and that has helped because during the surgery, once the cataract is removed, we can now measure the eye and determine what lens is going to be best, and that has been fantastic, especially for the Toric IOLs that we're using, and that's not something that you can find really anywhere else in town or within about a 5 hours drive. That's something you can only get at the Eye Institute, so I'm very proud to be offering that. So 2019 was a big year, but looking forward to 2020, I'm excited because one of the things we're going to be incorporating into our cataract surgeries is dropless cataract surgery. Now, dropless surgery is not always as safe as using drops, but we are going to kind of incorporate it so that we maintain the safety and can reduce the drops as much as possible. And so 2020 is really going to be geared toward making the patient experience as easy and convenient as possible. And so dropless surgery is right up there with making the patient experience as good as possible without compromising safety, because we never want to compromise safety. We're also going to be offering some same-day surgeries, same-day post-op visits, so that patients can come to the Eye Institute, have their surgery, and then go back home without having to stay overnight. We already do that on a limited basis, but we're going to be expanding that as well, and so I'm looking forward to that. What else do we have here? Like I said, I think we'll be increasing the use of the multifocal lenses in many patients because that Panoptix lens has been so good and the vision quality has been so good. I think we'll incorporate that into the options for many more patients. And we have also reduced the price of the Toric IOL. So for patients with astigmatism who want to get their astigmatism corrected, the price in 2020 has actually gone down for astigmatism correction. And so I think that will make it a lot easier for patients to elect that option if they have a fair amount of astigmatism. The other thing that I'm going to start doing is kind of a daily eye tips video to kind of give any knowledge that I might think is commonplace or some of the other docs might think is, a widely known tip. I'm going to start putting that out in a daily video format so that everybody can learn a little bit about their eyes or help them with either their dry eye or their cataract or macular degeneration or whatever they might have going on. Kind of have a daily eye tip that you can look at, and if it pertains to you, then great. If not, pass it on to somebody who you think it might be helpful with. So we're going to start doing that in 2020 as well. We've got a new EMR coming to the Eye Institute as well in the coming months, and so that's hard to get used to, but I think in the long run it'll make things much more efficient for both the staff and the patients. So a lot of new things coming in 2020 at the Eye Institute, a ton of things to be thankful for in 2019. Most importantly, our staff and our patients who have been wonderful. I thank you guys for being there for me so that I can do what I love to do. And if there's any way we can be of help to you, you just let us know, put a comment in the bottom. Otherwise, you folks have a happy new year, and we'll see you in 2020. Bye now.